been a very hectic 24 hours for the Las Vegas Raiders. The team is now under the direction of a new interim coach, Rich Bisaccia. He's expected to speak for the first time since John Gruden's resignation tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Fans are still reeling at the announcement of ex-Raiders coach John Gruden to resign.
And now we are hearing from leaders of equality and inclusion groups disappointed by his emailed remarks from the 2010s. Our News 3's Lauren Clark joins us live here in studio.
Yeah, guys, you know, those comments disturbing to those whom his words are directed. Take a listen.
I was very disappointed to hear that.
Disappointed and disturbed is how Las Vegas NAACP President Roxanne McCoy describes hearing what past Raiders coach John Gruden wrote in emails over a decade ago.
For me, his comments were reprehensible, regardless of how long ago it was.
According to a recent New York Times report, the messages contained racist, homophobic, and misogynistic language, including mocking female referees, denouncing the drafting of a gay player, and using slurs. This follows previous reports of Gruden using a racist trope to describe the Players Association president, who's black.
He is a leader amongst men. He is leading men, and predominantly African-American men. These are the sentiments of his heart, and then his actions are like showing that. That's a problem.
The Times report also says Gruden exchanged racy photos of women.
I'm appalled by it.
Local women's rights advocate Nicole Beer.
I certainly don't think that he would like pictures of his daughter or whoever is related to him or a female that he loves and cherishes. The sent around the cheerleader photos with just bikini bottoms on.
Andre Wade, state director of Silver State Equality, points out Gruden's language is hurtful.
No one wants to be in a space where they feel that they aren't welcome.
But not everyone agrees with Gruden's decision to resign. We asked you to sound off on our News 3 Facebook page. One commenter felt Gruden should be judged on his performance, not his personal beliefs. And another arguing that everyone has something old they don't remember saying. But Beer says she sees it differently.
He's got a long track record of this. He hasn't proven that he has, gotten any help with it.
Reporting in Las Vegas, Lauren Clark, News 3.
Well, Gruden isn't just out of a job. He's out of some elite company. He's been kicked out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Ring of Honor. Gruden led the Bucs to a Super Bowl 37 championship back in 2003. And then there's fallout on the business side, too. Shoe and apparel company Skechers terminating its relationship with Gruden. Back in January, the company announced Gruden would be joining its roster of brand ambassadors.
News certainly sounding off a lot of reactions on social media. You can see all the posts that this has fired up in the past few hours. Some upset, believing it's unfair. Others arguing his actions warranted this consequence.
For football fans near Fremont,
It's never good to use that kind of language, especially if you're a public figure.
Tonight's news.
They need to be accountable for what they're saying and what they're doing, and that's the way it goes.
Made sense.
They just had to do what they had to do. That's all I can say.
Raiders coach John Gruden resigning after emails containing homophobic and misogynistic language came to light.
There's going to be consequences, and that's part of having rights. You gotta accept the consequences.
But on our News 3 Facebook page, other opinions. One person called the decision lame. Another wrote everyone has something old they don't remember saying. And this commenter argued Gruden should be judged on his performance, not personal beliefs.
Any word can be, detrimental or harming to somebody.
But Chris Davin with the Henderson Equity Center pointing out Gruden's past homophobic language personally hit current player Carl Nassib.
Especially after we just heard a few months ago, that we have the first NFL openly out gay player here in Las Vegas with the Raiders. He couldn't hide it anymore. The devastation has happened and, he did the right thing by resigning.
As for Raiders fan Jesse, he says there's more important things than football games.
You have to treat people like they're human, and that's what it comes down to, and that's the bottom line.
And so far, no reactions from current Raiders players, including Carl Nassib.
Yeah, I've learned a lot. And again, I'm not going to rehash the event again. I think I feel very good about the things I have learned. I also feel really good about what I stand for.
It's really almost hard to believe that those were the comments from John Gruden made earlier this afternoon. Now, since then, a whirlwind has happened, and now Rich Bisaccia is the new interim coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. But who is Coach B? Well, Coach B is an NFL lifer that's existed behind the scenes somewhat. Bisaccia has been a special teams coordinator in the NFL for 19 seasons with the Raiders, the Chargers, the Cowboys, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He has 0 head coaching experience, but in elevating Coach B to the interim head coach position, it allows the other assistants, the offensive and defensive coordinators, to remain in their spots right now, which is very good for a team that is attempting to return to normalcy and get more wins. Now, Tuesday, moving on, October 12th, the Seattle Kraken will officially enter the NHL, and our Vegas Golden Knights will no longer be the fresh, cute, new kids on the block. That'll belong to the Seattle Kraken in their first game as it's the VGK's 5th season. Now, thankfully, the Golden Knights, they made history. They know all about that stuff 4 seasons ago. So the Kraken will not be underestimated by the VGK, nor will they sneak up on them on Tuesday. Players like Riley Smith, Brady McNabb remember exactly what it is like to be the newbie and the disrespected team in the league, and they know exactly how they use that as a us against the world mentality to do great things.
Our first year, I think we build our belief from even that first game that we had. I remember after we beat Dallas, I was just excited we didn't go 0-82 that year. So there wasn't high expectations for us, but we kept on building, and after every win, we just believed a little bit more. And I'm sure that'll be a similar blueprint for what Seattle's going to want to do.
A ton of excitement, new opportunity, new city. It was a fun time. Some uncertainty as well. Not really sure how the team would play or whatnot, but it's exciting times, and for Seattle, those guys are going to be ready. They're going to be hungry. They're going to have chips on their shoulders. They're going to be coming with lots of energy. So it's pretty cool to be, in this game playing against them for the first time, and I'm excited. And we're going to be ready for them.
Yeah, and we're going to be ready for the VGK tomorrow. And finally, magician Chris Angel. He really wowed the crowd inside of Allegiant Stadium on Sunday as he performed for the Bears faithful and, of course, Raider Nation. Angel threw on that standard straitjacket that we all know. Yeah, that's what they said on the PA system. Thought it was funny. The standard straitjacket, and then performed a great Houdini escape many, many feet above the turf. Look at him. Almost looks like he's dancing up there. Anyway, that was pretty cool.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.